こんにちは、皆さん。今週の日本語の勉強を練習しましょう。Week 6. Again, this slide is a reminder of how to use these videos. Remember, the more you practice, the better you will retain all of our lessons in Nihongo. Again, these slides are an overview of the phrases that will be repeated at the end of the video, so you can copy them into your notes. 上げてください。下げてください。上げてください。下げてください。上げてください。下げてください。上げてください。下げてください。曲げてください。曲げてください。曲げてください。曲げてください。曲げてください。曲げてください。曲げてください。曲げてください。上げてください。下げてください。上げてください。下げてください。曲げてください。曲げてください。上げてください。下げてください。上げてください。下げてください。結んでください。結んでください。結んでください。結んでください。結んでください。結んでください。結んでください。手を打ってください。結んでください。手を打ってください。結んでください。手を打ってください。上げてください。下げてください。結んでください。結んでください。開いてください。結んでください。開いてください。結んでください。開いてください。手を打ってください。結んで開いて手を打って結んでまた開いて手を打ってその手を上げて結んで開いて手を打って結んでLet's go over our words for this week, shall we? 曲げてください。曲げてください。手を打ってください。手を打ってください。結んでください。結んでください。開いてください。開いてください。上げてください。上げてください。下げてください。下げてください。This week, we also went over 家族 vocabulary, 家族の単語. We had last week our immediate 家族. We had 私、お兄さん、お姉さん、弟、妹、お父さん、お母さん. We also added おじいさん、おばあさん to this list. This week, we added おじさん our uncle, obasan, our aunt, and itoko, our cousins. Doesn't matter if they are male or female, they're all itoko. Cousins are all cousins, whether they're older or younger. So again, oji-san, oba-san, itoko. And from last week, we had oji-san, oba-san, otou-san, okaa-san, onee-san, onii-san, watashi, ototo, imoto. Along with our kazoku no tango, we also had descriptors last week. We had se ga takai desu, se ga hikui desu, yasashii desu, and kibishii desu. This week, we added toshi wo totte imasu, older, or elderly, or old. Toshi wo totte imasu. We also added wakai desu, wakai desu, young, wakai desu. Toshi wo totte imasu, wakai desu. So we can say, oji-san wa toshi wo totte imasu. Toshi wo totte imasu. But he's totally young at heart. So maybe we'll say, oji-san wa wakai desu. Most likely, we're still going to say, toshi wo totte imasu. We can say, imoto wa wakai desu. Oji-san wa toshi wo totte imasu. Other descriptors we added was tsuyoi desu, tsuyoi desu. We can say, otou-san wa tsuyoi desu. Otou-san wa tsuyoi desu. Or maybe we can say, ototo wa yowai desu. Ototo wa yowai desu. Yowai desu. Maybe he's weaker than you. Or maybe he's stronger than you. We can say, ototo wa tsuyoi desu. Or yowai desu. We can also say, atama ga ii desu. Atama ga ii desu. Watashi wa atama ga ii desu. Sensei wa atama ga ii desu. Smart. So we added more descriptors this week. The descriptors are toshi wo totte imasu, wakai desu, tsuyoi desu, yowai desu, atama ga ii desu. Along with that, we also talked more about kazoku, especially if it's watashi no kazoku, my family, we have different names for them. Instead of calling them oji-san, oba-san, otou-san, okaa-san, one-san, oni-san, oji-san, oba-san, we have different names for them, all of those people that are older than us. So oji-san would be sofu, sofu. Oba-san would be sobo, sobo. These are terms that we would use when we are talking about them. When we are talking to them, we can call them oji-san and oba-san. But when we're talking about them, so I'm talking about my grandfather, I would call him sofu. If I'm talking about my grandmother, I would say sobo. Sofu, sobo. Otou-san, we would say chichi. So if I'm talking about my own otou-san, I would say chichi. If I was calling him, I might just call him otou-san. Okaa-san. Okaa-san would be haha. Haha. One-san would be ane. Oni-san would be ani. Oba-san would be oba. Oji-san would be oji. And then everyone below me, ototo, imoto, itoko. Itoko, whether they're older or younger, they're at the same level as you. So we're going to call them watashi no itoko, watashi no ototo, watashi no imoto. But everyone else has another name if I'm talking about them. Ani, ane, haha, chichi, oji, oba, sofu, sobo. And of course, with our kazoku no tango, a lot of us, we practiced with the sentence frames of watashi wa someone ga suki desu. I like someone, so I like my mom. Watashi wa haha ga suki desu. Watashi wa haha ga suki desu. But I love her. I don't just like her, so I would say watashi wa haha ga daisuki desu. Watashi wa haha ga daisuki desu. So we did suki desu, daisuki desu. Watashi wa haha ga suki desu. Watashi wa haha ga daisuki desu. This week, to add to our karada no tango, because last week our karada no tango only included the atama. Atama, kaminoke, kao, all the things on the kao. Me, hana, kuchi, mimi, ago. And then we also had kubi and nodo. And then inside the kuchi, we had ha and shita. This week, we added to our karada no tango, and we started with kata, shoulders. And we had mune, chest, onaka, senaka, and then we had ude, hiji, kind of hard to see in this one, but hiji, our elbow, and then tekubi, te, and our individual yubi. We also had ashi, hiza, our knees, ashikubi, and oshiri. I think that is it. But that is the rest of the tango we did for the karada. Again, kata, mune, onaka, senaka, ashi, hiza, ashikubi, oshiri, ude, hiza, tekubi, te, yubi. And we did all of this in a song. So hopefully you remember it, but I'll sing it really quick for you right here. Atama, kata, hiza, ashi, ashikubi. Me, hana, kuchi, ago, kami no ke. Onaka to senaka, mune, kubi, mimi. Ude, hiji, tekubi, te, yubi. And you can see that over and over again to get all the body parts. There's a few body parts that are missing to the song. We know that. Oshiri is one of them. And kao is another one, I think. And then some ha and shita and nodo. There's a couple words missing from the song, but most of the body parts are in the song. Here's an overview of the phrases. Make sure you're writing them into your notes and spelling them out. Here we go. Magete kudasai. Please bend. Musunde kudasai. Please tie, or please make a fist. Hiraite kudasai. Please open, please unwrap. Te o ute kudasai. Please clap, or please hit your hands together. Agete kudasai. Please raise up. Sagete kudasai. Please lower down. Toshi wo totte imasu. Older. Wakai desu. Young. Atama ga ii desu. Smart. Tsuyoi desu. Strong. Yowai desu. Weak. And then we had watashi wa someone ga suki desu. Watashi wa someone ga daisuki desu. I like someone. I love someone. Then we had all the words, the tango for the karada as well as kazoku. We added oji-san and oba-san we had last week, but I gave you the spelling here. Oji-san, grandfather. Oba-san, grandmother. Oji-san is uncle. Oba-san is aunt. Remember that oji-san, oba-san, oji-san, and oba-san are also used for generic terms. So oji-san, old man. Oba-san, old lady. Oji-san, old, not old, middle-aged man. Oba-san, middle-aged lady. And then the rest, we have itoko, cousin. And then we had names for all of our family members. Haha, my mother. Chichi, my father. Ani, my older brother. Ane, my older sister. Sofu, my grandfather. Sobo, my grandmother. Oji, my uncle. Oba, my aunt. And then watashi no, whatever is going to be everyone else. So watashi no toto, watashi no imoto, watashi no itoko. Those are other people in my family, in my kazoku. Then we also went over karada vocab. Kata, shoulders. Karada, body, obviously. Mune, chest. Onaka, stomach. Senaka, back. Ude, arms. Hiji, elbow. Te, hand. Yubi, fingers. Tekubi, wrist. Ashi, legs or feet, both the same thing. Hiza, knee. Ashikubi, ankle. And oshiri, butt or behind. はい、皆さん、今週の復習をよくできました。Good job going over this week's lessons. Remember, you need to go and review this video a couple more times in order to master the lessons of this week. I want you to make sure that you rewatch this video as many times as necessary. Again, if you have any questions, contact me at the school website.